we will be discussing an important concept of English which is referred to as omissions. Now, omission is basically those words in the sentences which are omitted. Omitted means that they are not used in the sentences, but they are important to use, otherwise the sentence is grammatically incorrect. So, in the sentence, we need to find the words which are missing, and then we are going to place a suitable word in that gap that is in the sentence so that a meaningful sentence can be made. Now, we know that English is a bit complicated language and it is sometimes very difficult to find out the errors. So for that we need to make sure that the basic concepts are clear, and we also know the rules of implementing different topics of English, such as I can say verbs, prepositions. We should know all these topics, only then we can come to this topic which is omission. So today in this video we will be discussing about omissions regarding pronouns. Now pronouns, as we know, is the replacement of noun. A noun which is used repeatedly in a paragraph or in an essay. We need to eliminate that noun, and in place of that we need to put a proper and a suitable pronoun. Now according to the noun that we are using, we have to make use of the pronouns. For example, if we are using a singular noun, then we have to make use of a singular pronoun. Or if we are using a plural noun, then we need to make use of a plural pronoun. Also, pronouns depend upon the gender of the noun. If we are talking about a male, then a male pronoun should be used. And if we are talking about a female, then a female pronoun should be used. So this is a basic English that we are talking right now. Now let's come to the advanced form. Then we talk about omissions. Now we are going to understand the basic errors that can be made by students while writing a sentence or while communicating, and then they omit some words which are not required. So if you omit the words, a sentence might be wrong. So let us find out how omissions can be wrong and how we can correct those omissions. First, let us talk about reflexive pronouns. Reflexive pronouns are those pronouns which are used for indicating the subject of that sentence. Like the action is made by the subject, and then we use reflexive pronouns according to the subject. So here first we will be talking about omissions in reflexive pronoun. Now, omission in reflexive pronoun. First, let's talk about reflexive pronoun. Reflexive pronoun is all those words which end with self or selves, depending upon the singular or plural form. Example of reflexive pronoun can be myself, yourself, herself, themselves, ourselves. So these are some of the examples of reflexive pronouns, where themselves and ourselves are often regarded as the plural form, and myself, yourself, herself, these are the singular form of pronouns. So here singular pronouns are used for the singular nouns and plural pronouns are used for plural nouns. Now let us see what errors or what omissions can be made through these pronouns. Example: they will do the work they said. They will do the work they said. This sentence is wrong. Why? Because they will do the work they said. Now, this sentence means that someone else will do the work, they said. But here I want to say that they are saying that they will do their work on their own. So, on their own refers to themselves. So, I will say they will do the work themselves. They will do the work themselves, they said. Now this is my correct usage of reflexive pronouns. Another example can be Mohan will drive home. Mohan will drive home. Again, my sentence is wrong because there is an omission over here. That omission is drive and there is a gap over here. A word has been omitted over here. I have to place a proper word, and for that I will say Mohan will drive himself home, which means that he will go home himself. So Mohan will drive himself home. This is the correct usage of pronoun. This is the correct form of sentence. Mohan will drive home. This is grammatically incorrect. Why? Because a word has been omitted and that word is referred to as a reflexive pronoun. So this is the first area where students can make errors, and those errors can be in reflexive pronouns. Now another area where omission can arise is when we are joining two words by using and the first word is referred for a living being and the second word is referred, that living being is basically a person, and a second word maybe can be for an animal or it can be for a non-living thing. So the second is when two words are joined by using and. The first word is regarding a human being and the second word can be for an animal or it can be for a non-living thing. Okay, it can be for an animal or it can be for a non-living thing. So in that case we use that. There we make use of that. Example can be the lady and her dog was in the park were kidnapped. Sorry, not were, was. The lady and her dog was in the park, was kidnapped. Here, is it making correct sense? No. My sentence is grammatically incorrect because I said that two words are joined by and. First is the human being, second is the animal. There we make use of that. The lady and her dog, here we need to place that. So correct form is the lady and her dog that was in the park was kidnapped. So this is the correct form of sentence while this was the incorrect form of the sentence. Let me explain through another example. Another example can be Meera and her doll was kept in the window, or I can say in the cupboard, is sleeping. Meera and her doll was kept in the cupboard is sleeping. Again, my sentence is wrong because Meera, the doll is over here a non-living being. Meera and her doll, here again for doll we make use of that. So when I place the word that over here, that is used for the doll. Here that is used for the dog. It is not used for the lady, but it is used for the dog, and here that is used for the doll. So when I place that over here, it makes my sentence a complete sentence with a meaningful form. So now let us understand another important omission tip for usage of pronouns. That tip is that when two subjects are joined by words such as well as, together with, along with, and, or I can say like, unlike, rather, except. So with these words we refer to we can say the main verb or the possessives with relation to the first subject. I can explain this with example. I say that the words such as along with, together with, as well as, in addition to, like, unlike, rather than, or I can say except. Whenever two subjects are joined with these words, then we make use of helping verbs, or the possessives with respect to the first subject. The helping verbs will be with respect to the first subject. I am saying that we are joining two subjects, and then the helping verb will be according to the first subject. Here the example can be Meera along with her friends is going to home. Meera along with her friends is going to home. Here my sentence is grammatically incorrect. Why? Because this is my first subject and my helping verb will be according to the first subject, but here I cannot find any helping verb. It is missing over here. So I will say Meera along with her friends is going to her home. This is correct. Why? Because her is being used for Meera and not the friends. Meera along with her friends is going to her home. This makes my sentence meaningful and it makes it grammatically correct. Why? Because it suits the rule that I have mentioned above. Another example can be The children like their mother are sitting on bed. The children like their mother. Now see, I am using their because my first subject is plural and accordingly I have to use my pronoun as well. So the children like their mother are sitting on bed. Again, this will be wrong. Why? Because for children I will be saying sitting on their bed. Why? Because this is my first subject and my first subject is plural. Therefore, the helping verb will also be plural form. It will take the plural form. So here, this is another rule that we should make sure that we know while using omissions. Now, another common mistake that students make while omissions in pronouns is that they often do not know the usage of who and whom. They get confused between who and whom. So now we will be talking about who versus whom versus that. Now always remember, this is a very important point to remember because often people get messed up over here. Remember that whenever we are using whom, always remember that whom is a replacement for I can say a human being, right? Whom, it is a replacement of humans. Replacement of human being, and that human being should be the object of the sentence. So here the human being is the object of the sentence. And when we are making use of who in a sentence, who is again a replacement for people or person. It is a replacement of person and that person should be the subject of the sentence. So whom is used for the object of the sentence and who it is used as a replacement for the subject of the sentence. That it is a replacement of non-living things. Non-livings or also animals. For non-livings or animals we replace by that. Example, the boy came here was good looking. The boy came here was good looking. Now looking at the sentence we can make out that there is some error in the sentence and therefore my sentence is wrong. The boy over here is my subject and I will say the boy who came here was very good looking, and this will be my correct sentence because who is used for the subject of the sentence. The boy is the subject and therefore I am using who for the boy. Again, I do not know the lady you are talking about. I do not know the lady you are talking about. Here, I who do not know is wrong. Lady over here is my object. I do not know the lady. With object we replace with whom. So here I will say whom you are talking about. So this is a wrong sentence and this makes my sentence right, because if I'm talking about the object, then I will make use of whom. So in this video, students, we have discussed about omissions, and also we have understood the areas where omissions can be used in pronouns and the mistakes that are made very commonly while making a sentence. Those mistakes can be in reflexive pronouns. It can be for the usage of and while joining the two sentences or while joining the two words. It can also be the mistake, a widely made mistake can be between the usage of who or whom, and even that at times. So we have in depth understood the concept of omissions in pronouns.